So, sentencing proceedings against ANC Western Cape member of the legislature, Andile Lili, have been postponed. He was found guilty in May on 2 counts of attending illegal gatherings and inciting members of the Ses'khona People's Movement to violence. This was in 2014 and 2015. He was leading the so-called poo protests at the time to raise awareness around sanitation problems in Khayelitsha. Nasiphi is tracking that story for us and joins us now live. Nasiphi, round up or sum up, if you will, what's happened in court so far today.
Well, Timbekile, this 7-year battle with the ANC MPL Andile Lili, who was, as you mentioned, a member of Ses'khona at the time, basically he has to wait a couple of bit more months for him to know his fate in regards to the sentencing. As you did mention, he was convicted in May for inciting violence, including attending an illegal gathering outside the Bellville Magistrates Court. And previously, Andile Lili had said that the timing of the court matter, or it now being brought to the fore, is quite questionable, as he is looking to raise his hand in the race to be one of the members of the top brass of the ANC in the Western Cape, leading, or rather going into October, where we can expect the ANC possibly to have their provincial conference. However, we can expect him back in court on the 19th and on the 20th of January 2023. Hopefully then we will be able to hear what the Bellville Magistrate Court sentences the ANC MPL in regards to these 2 convictions that were put forward in May.
He's moved around a lot in terms of political allegiance, Nasiphi, over the past few years. How much support does he hold still, especially in communities such as Khayelitsha, where he was, for all intents and purposes, an activist?
Was an activist for quite some time in Khayelitsha, and even a ward councillor. But in regards to how much support he has, it's yet to be seen, taking into account how many people will be throwing their weight behind him. But I mean, the history of Andile Lili within politics has been quite controversial, as you put it. Many know him as the poo protester who led members of Ses'khona to throw poo in front or at the steps of the provincial legislature. And basically, these particular convictions, where one is inciting members of Ses'khona to commit acts of violence, which were outside the Bellville Magistrates Court about 7 years ago. He says that he was quoted out of context, and he was not insinuating that members of Ses'khona take matters into their own hands. However, speaking on issues of rape as they were attending an issue of GBV or court matter regarding a young woman who was raped at the time, and sensitizing those members, going as far as saying that, according to him, that rapists should not live freely within our society, and that they were not welcome. And he said that that was the context, and he believes that he was quoted out of context, but believes that there's more at play in regards to these 2 convictions than what meets the eye.
Nasiphi, live for us on the streets of Cape Town. For now, Nasiphi, thank you for that update.